You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host, Thomas Ahrens. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's Bait and Tackle, located in Winchester, Virginia. Tactical Fishing Company.
LMD Enterprises, keeping your boat, truck, and equipment running at its absolute best. And Fishing Pro Tech, located just outside Williamsburg, Virginia.
That doesn't get you jacked up, I don't know what will.
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing this evening? Happy Wednesday. We have made it. Guys, let me know how the audio is right now. Let me know how the audio is. All right, perfect. All right, so, guys, we've made it. The end of the Spring Bass Bash. This is, I guess, the 1 year anniversary of me doing this tournament. If you guys, the Halloween tournament was the first one I ever did. And so, yeah, this is my second spring ever doing this. So I've learned a lot as a tournament director. Yeah, definitely do not want to be doing this for a living. That is for sure. But yeah, so fun tournament, guys. Absolutely insane. Everything that has happened. So many fish catches, so many people involved in it. This has been an absolute blast to do. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Also, I'll be uploading this as a podcast, so you can listen to it on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio. It'll also be on YouTube. If you're a Patreon supporter, which you better be if you're going to be in this competition, I'll be dropping the PowerPoint presentation with all the awards and all the highlights and stuff there as well this evening, so you have all of that available to you. So, without further ado, let's just get into it. First thing, as always, let's share the old screen, shall we? Boom. All right. So, first off, Spring Bass Bash. It started back in March, guys. It is here. May 17th is when it ended. I really did actually enjoy giving myself a couple of days and just letting you guys know that, hey, it's going to be a couple of days before I get everything ready to make sure I double check everything, which was really, really nice, at least on my end. We're going to be doing that from now on. If you guys aren't aware, what I do is I do make it go dark at least a week out of time. It just kind of helps build up the suspense and kind of also deters people cheating by going dark with that and you having just fish on the last week. So no one was able to see what everyone caught that last week, and here it is, the final tally of everything. So, but first, let's get into some housekeeping. Alrighty, now I would like to thank all of our sponsors for Fishing the DMV. We got Jake's Bait and Tackle, of course, Tactical Fishing Company, Fishing Pro Tech. We have Super Blue Stuff and LMD Enterprises. If it wasn't for these fantastic sponsors, Fishing the DMV wouldn't be able to grow as fast as it does. And honestly, I wouldn't be able to cover a lot of our mortgage right now. It's been really tough out there in the job market. And if it wasn't for Fishing the DMV, things would be a lot worse. With that said, if anyone would like to sponsor the show or give me a job, please reach out to me. I'll take it. But again, huge shout out to Jake's Bait and Tackle, Tactical Fishing Company, Super Blue Stuff, Fishing Pro Tech, and LMD Enterprises. Please go check out Larry at LMD Enterprises. Go check out some of his products and just give a little shout and say like, hey, yeah, thanks. Fishing the DMV is what got us connected. It really helps me out. So with that said, I also do want another shout out. If you guys don't know, I hope you do, you got to be a Patreon member. And I want to give a shout out to these two fine gentlemen, Hall of Fame tier members. Huge shout out. Finch and Terry, thank you guys so much. If you guys are a Hall of Fame member, I will be giving you, starting in June, I'll be giving a shout out to you guys on the show at the end of every episode. So Terry, Finch, guys are Hall of Fame tier. I'll be giving you guys a quick little shout out at the end of the show starting in June. All these episodes are really pre-recorded ahead of time, and I just got to get into a better habit of that. Let's see what else. And I'm talking to Jake's Bait and Tackle to hopefully, be able to put a little plaque up there at Jake's with all Hall of Fame level tier members as well. So just something else I can do to give back. And if you guys are going to donate to me as much as you are and be that generous, I want to try to do a little bit extra for you. So guys, again, thank you so much. With that said, let's get into it. Again, you have to be an active Weekend Warrior member, club member, grandfathered in member, or Hall of Fame member as well. When I did this, we didn't have the Hall of Fame member tier quite yet. It started March 21st, goes all the way till May 17th. You have to be an active member. You guys know all this. I had some people trying to just do some swindling, which really was really mean of them, honestly. They were trying to enter the tournament, then get a refund on the $6 or $8. So just please stay active. Don't try to just stop your membership all the way through the tournament. If at the tournament's over, if you want to quit, that's perfectly fine. And then you guys know that. You've heard of all this. You guys know the whole deal. All right. So measuring fish, this is a big thing. We had about 4 or 5 tiebreakers we had to do. throughout this whole tournament, which was pretty crazy. On both divisions, there were a bunch of tiebreakers that happened. The first time, actually, I think in the history of the tournaments I've run. So having really, really good boards is highly important. There are people that enter with just regular bass bump boards, other bump boards. That is perfectly fine. But the more niches you have of, again, 12 inches, 12 and a half, 12, 0.75, if it's very distinguishable and I can see those little measurements, it's easier for me to give you the full size of your fish. If there was a tiebreaker, let's just say with somebody that didn't have a proper measuring board, it's really hard for me to say, like, oh yeah, clearly your fish is 12 and a half inches when it doesn't have the half there. It just goes 12, 13, 14. So I'd have to give it to the person that does have the board that has those really good measurements. So again, just for people that really want to get into this going forward more so, just something to kind of help you out. Luckily, that drama did not happen. Thank God. I was paranoid that might be an issue because I don't like the drama. So yeah, so let's get on going through here. Again, species allowed, largemouth and smallmouth bass. Somebody's like, but what if I catch a spot in the 2 lakes that has it? It's perfectly fine. That'll be counted in the largemouth mixed bag division. Okay. I just usually say largemouth and smallmouth because there's so few lakes in Pennsylvania all the way down to Maryland and a little bit north. So that have it. I was going to say North Carolina, but North Carolina has a shit ton of spots. And then we got 2 divisions, the largemouth division / mixed bag division and the smallmouth division. Best 8. I guess I kind of settled on the best 8 because we do such long tournaments, month long, a little bit longer than that, where I felt like it made it competitive. 5 fish you could basically catch in a weekend and you're kind of done. So I thought 8 was kind of doable. All right, prizes and stuff. So this is kind of important. We'll lead into some other things. You're going to be getting a trophy, which is basically a plaque. You don't get a trophy and a plaque. It's just a plaque. So you're going to be getting $200 plaque and a goodie bag for first place in both the smallmouth and the largemouth division. In second place for both divisions, you get $100 and a plaque and a goodie bag. In third place, you get $60 and a plaque. And then in fourth place and fifth place, you're going to be getting a plaque as well. So and then we're going to be trying something different here too with the plaques. I'm going to be ordering it straight from the company and sending it to you, okay? So in the past, maybe, I don't know if this was stupid on my part, probably was, I would order the trophies and then ship them to me, and then I would ship them out straight to everybody. Because I thought I could start doing more, I thought we could actually meet up and actually do meetups and stuff, and I could give them out that way. The problem with this event is everybody's so spread out. So what we're gonna do, this one, I'm gonna try this, a beta test, is I'm basically, once everyone sends me their address, which we're gonna talk about here in a minute, I will be shipping the stuff directly to you. So hopefully that's a little bit faster. Okay. Now, if you want well, let me try that again. It's kind of scary that I'm a tournament director and I can't spell. And sometimes I can do math. But anyway, let's try that again. If you won money and a plaque, hooked on phonics and a plaque. There we go. If you won money and a plaque, this is what I need from you. I will need your PayPal information and your home address. That is vitally important. So if you want to expedite the process of you getting all of that stuff, as soon as you hear this, just message me, fishingthedmv@gmail.com. You can message me on Facebook or you can message me on Instagram. If you have my cell phone number, just text me as well. Again, I need to do a better job of keeping all of this saved. Now, somebody might be like, well, dude, we're a Patreon member. Don't you have all my information? I do, but here's the problem. Some of you guys have some very interesting Patreon names. So it is like Big Diddy 67, but your real name is like Rick Williams. And then you'll enter the tournament as Rick Williams. So just do me a favor. Just reach out to me. Reach out to me and we'll get that figured out. After you win and I get all that information, I can then go back through and check on Patreon as well to make sure you're still a member. That's how we'll do that there as well. So anyway, cool. Please do that. And if you sign up as a Patreon, just use your full name. It makes it easier for me to double check you. It's not a big issue, but it just makes my life way easier that you are proactive as well. When it comes to payouts, I give myself a pat on the back that I'm pretty good at getting people paid out pretty damn quick. Usually, worst case scenario, it's 7 days. 7 days from the award ceremony, everyone is paid. That is absolute worst case scenario in all the tournaments I ever did. Plaques, that can be a problem. So I hope this new strategy with plaques is a lot better for everyone involved. So yeah, absolutely. So again, let me do it one more time. If you won something, PayPal information, home address, please send that to me and I can get that shit out to you. All right, so there was 60 anglers. The most anglers we've had ever compete in a tournament. And we had over 935 fish caught in the tournaments, all the way from Pennsylvania all the way down to the North Carolina area. It was absolutely, dude, so many fish caught. It was crazy. A lot of big largemouth and an insanely amount of smallmouth. So with that said, let's kind of get into it here. So as always, when I do this, I kind of try to build up the dramatic tension. So here we go. We're going to start with the Spring Bass Bash Largemouth Division. And we're going to start at the very bottom. In 31st place, with 12.25 inches, we have Gary Duncan. In 30th place, with 13.25 inches, we have Jim Calabesh. In 29th place, with 76.75 inches, we have Ralph Boyd. In 28th place, with 98.75 inches, we have Chris Sherwood. In 27th place, with 119.75 inches, we have Tanner Norris. In 26th place, with 122.50 inches, we have Michael Prey. In 25th place, with 126.00 inches, we have Derek Smith. In 24th place, with 127 inches, we have Nick Mayers. In 23rd place, with 131.25 inches, this is one of those ties, is Lee Wells. In 22nd place, with 131.25 inches, we have Cody Oliver. If you guys want to know how we do the standings tiebreaker is big fish first, and then it goes to the most fish you caught, time, and then coin flip kind of deal. So again, it's the biggest fish is going to be the tiebreaker for standings. Okay, so that's just how we do it there. All right. So again, huge shout out to all you guys. And then in 21st place with 134.25 inches, we have Mike Hulsky. In 20th place, I think this is your first tournament with us too, dude, with 135.25 inches, Neil Tully. Gonna give you a huge shout out because this is the first tournament you fished with us, and he is one of my old school Patreon supporters as well. I think, dude, he's been a part of the Patreon forever, so it's so cool to see you kind of hopping in a tournament. In 19th place with 136.75 inches, we have Joe Parks. In 18th place with 138.50 inches, we have Aaron Johnson. In 17th place with 139.50 inches, we have Brian Burrows. In 16th place with 142.50 inches, we have Shane Hugh. In 15th place with 142.75 inches, we have Aaron Ball. In 14th place with 143.50 inches, we have Jacob Ham. In 13th place with 145.25 inches, we have Ken Pfeiffer. In 12th place, in a tiebreaker, with 145.25 inches, we have Tyler Simmons. In 11th place, with 146 inches on the dot, we have Mark Corley. Brew Tank. All right. Guys, we are into our top 10 now. And I'm really, really sorry. I really want to do more plaques. We'll figure out a way. Maybe I'll win the lottery. Or we'll get those extra 40 Patreon subscribers. We get 40 more Patreon subscribers. We can kind of go ham with some things. Anyway, so in 10th place with 147.25 inches, we have Michael Urquhart. Breaking into the top 10, dude. Well done. Top 10ing, baby. And guys, this is hard. To win a tournament like this, it is a grind. This is really the people that can put the most time on the water will see rewards. In 9th place, this guy did extremely well in one of our other series. With 152.25 inches, we have Roy Jones. In 8th place, with 155.50 inches, we have Kemp Davis. In 7th place with 156.25 inches. This guy is absolutely murdering it right now in the tournament trail. We have Dave Thompson in 6th place with 160.25 inches. We have Richard Twig. Dude, well done, dude. Yeah, this is actually, I think, Richard, you bumped up pretty high compared to the last tournament, dude. Congratulations. All right, here we go. In 7th place, oh, I'm sorry, I had a stroke. In 5th place with 168 inches on the dot, we have Bruce Callies. Congratulations, dude. In 4th place with 168.25 inches, and he caught a smallmouth from a lake in Maryland, which is pretty cool. Jamie McLean. In 3rd place with 169.50 inches, we have Jason Church. In 2nd place with 170.50 inches, we have Stephen Beck. And then your winner, he blew this sucker away. He walked up to the plate the first day and he said, I'm going to pull a Hunter Smith and he's going to just hit this thing out of the park. Aiden Ford, 188 inches. Dude, congratulations. Absolutely insane. Again, guys, I'll pop this right up on the screen now so you guys can see. You don't have to stare at my ugly face. Here we go. All right, let's go rapid speed. Let's see if I can speak that far. In 31st place, we have Gary Duncan with 12.25 inches. In 30th place, we have Jim with 13.25. In 29th place, we have Rolf Boyd with 76.75 inches. In 28th place, we have Chris Sherwood with 98.75. In 27th place, we have Tanner Norris with 119.75 inches. In 26th place, we have Michael Prey with 122.50 inches. In 25th place, we have Derek Smith with 126 inches. In 24th place, with 127 inches, we have Nick Mayer. In 23rd place, with 131.25 inches, we have Lee Wells, the one that broke the tiebreaker with the bigger fish. We have Cody Oliver with 131.25 inches. In 21st place, we have Mike Holsky with 134.25 inches. In 20th place, we have Neil Tully, 135.25 inches. In 19th place, we have Joe Parks with 136.75 inches. In 18th place, Aaron Johnson with 138.50 inches. In 17th place with 139.50 inches, we have Brian Burrows. In 16th place, Shane Hugh with 142.50 inches. In 15th place, Aaron Ball, 142.75 inches. In 14th place, 143.50. We have Jacob Ham in 13th place with 145.25. Ken Pfeiffer in 12th place broke the tiebreaker with the bigger fish. We have Tyler Simmons with 145.25. In 11th place, Mark Corley, 146 inches. In 10th place, we got Michael Eckert with 147.25. In 9th place, we have Roy Jones with 152.25. In 8th place, we got Kemp Davis, 155.50. In 7th place, we have Dave Thompson with 156.25. In 6th place, we have Richard Thwig with 160.25. In 5th place, we have the Bruce Kellys with 168 inches on the dot. In 4th place, the McLean. We have John McLean, 168.25 in 4th. In 3rd place, Jason Church with 169.50 inches. In 2nd place, Stephen Beck, 170.50. And we got the big Ford, built Ford Tough, 188 inches. And I spoke it in good English there. I am going to give myself a round of applause for that. All right. Now, if you guys won something, let me know. Message me. You can text me, Instagram, all that jazz. It makes it faster, and I can get you guys paid out. I'll probably be drinking some tequila tonight, and, well, not tomorrow morning. That would be a problem, but you get my point, and I'll be sending out some monies to people that reach out to me. Okay, so Largemouth Big Fish Awards. Again, we call this the Hunter Smith rule. If you guys don't know what that is, Hunter Smith, Jason Church and I were bullying and peer pressuring him a year ago to enter the tournament because he was giving kayak anglers crap. And he took a board because I think Jason Church gave him a board, told him to nut up or shut up. And then he went out there 2 days later and caught a mega bag. It was 30 pounds or something like that, 29 pounds. And he just won the tournament. He flat out won everything. And I was a dumbass because it was like my third tournament I ever did. And it was boring as shit because most of the prizes were won. It was done. So to be competitive, because this is not supposed to be the Bassmaster Classic or anything, the Hunter Smith rule basically is you get to qualify your biggest fish. So because we have 6 Big Fish Awards in the Largemouth division, you can enter your biggest largemouth. So if you catch 3 24-inch largemouth, we'll count your biggest largemouth, and then it'll go to the next biggest largemouth caught. That way we spread the love around, and it keeps it competitive. More people have a chance to win. So that's just kind of what we call it, the Hunter Smith rule, which I should put somewhere on here. But everyone that gets a Largemouth Big Fish Award gets $50 and a plaque for the 6 biggest largemouth caught by separate individuals. I want to make sure I had that. So here we go. The 6th biggest largemouth caught. I wonder if do I have like a drum roll? No, I don't. I have chimes and a rim shot. Sir, what is this? Whoop. Nope, that's not fun. Well, that's gay. That's dumb. Never mind. Anyway, so here we go. The 6th biggest largemouth caught goes to Richard Thwing, 21.25 inches. Congratulations, Richard. That is a big old largemouth. The 5th biggest largemouth recorded in this event goes to Bruce Callies, 22.00 inches. The beautiful largemouth, sir. Well done. The fourth biggest largemouth recorded goes to Jamie McLean, 22.25 inches. The 3rd biggest largemouth caught goes to Jason Church, 22.75 inches. Guys, I just want you to let that sink in. We're at 22.75 inches, and we still got 2 more spots. What does that mean? Well, that means with over 24 inches in second place, Stephen Beck, 24.50. Nice. And then the biggest largemouth recorded that was caught within like the first week of the tournament. Still, the reigning champion. Built Ford Tough, Jason Ford, Aiden Ford, 24.50 inches. Dude, that's a beautiful fish. So those are your Largemouth Big Fish Awards. Again, guys, message me your information and we're good to go. So let's get into the smallmouth standings. The smallmouth standings are, let me make sure. Okay, cool. Yep. All right, here we go. The smallmouth standings. So, as always, before I get into it here, let me... Perfect. All right, here we go. As always, I want to build up the tension here. This division was insanely competitive. So, in 20th place, with 61.50 inches, we have Michael Kirschner. In 19th place, with 73.75 inches, we have Frank Reed. In 18th place, with 76.50 inches, we have Buster Spencer. In 17th place, with 125.25 inches, we have Finn Cook. In 16th place, with 135 inches, we have Jose Serrano. In 15th place, with 138.75, we have Cliff Bennett. In 14th place, with 139 inches, we have Matthew Farver. I hope I said your last name right. If not, I'm sorry. I have an issue. In 13th place, with 139.75 inches, we have Rich Durr. In 12th place, with 142.75, we have Kelly Reeves. In 11th place, with 146.00 inches, we have Joe Edwards. In 10th place, with 148.25 inches, we have the legend of the Potomac River. He makes all kayak anglers dread and fear, Charlie Russell. In 8th place, with I had a stroke there again. Why can't I read words that I wrote? I do not know, Tom. In 9th place, with 149.50 inches, we have Matthew Gills. All right, guys, we're getting up there. This is getting tight. This is getting real tight. In 8th place, with 149.75 inches, we have Brian Heath. In 7th place, with 150.75 inches, we have David Calette. Huge shout out, dude. All right. Now, we have a tie. Okay? We have a tie and a tiebreaker. because this guy caught a bigger fish. So in sixth place with 154.50 inches, Jared Clare. In fifth place, breaking the tiebreaker, and you'll see why here in a minute when it comes to big fish, we have with 154.50 inches, Toby Foster. In fourth place with 154.75 inches, we have Douglas Spatch. And then again, another tiebreaker situation. In third place with 154.75 inches, we have Rodney Williams. And I'm going to save that because that's going to be, I'll tell you guys the tiebreakers here because it's pretty crazy. So here we go. We got first and second here. We have 154.75 inches for third place. In first place, I'm just going to say first place. In first place, with 156.75 inches, we have Todd Spatch. And then in second place, we have Bill Burrows with 156.50 inches. Guys, absolutely freaking amazing there. Here it is again. Okay, let's go rapid fire. In 20th place with 61.50 inches, we have Michael Kirshner. In 19th place with 73.75 inches, Frank, a cat ran over my keyboard for a middle name Reed. In 18th place, we have Buster Spencer with 76.50 inches. In 17th place, we have Finn Cook with 125.25 inches. In 16th place, we have Jose Serrano with 135 inches. In 15th place with 138.75, we have Cliff Bennett. In 14th place, we have Matthew Fulver with 139 inches. In 13th place, we have Rich Durr with 139.75 inches. In 12th place, Kelly Reeves with 142.75 inches. In 11th place, we have Joe Edwards with 146 inches. In 10th place, we have Charlie Russell, 148.25 inches. In 9th place, we have Matthew Gills with 149.50 inches. In 8th place, we have Brian Heath with 149.75 inches. In 7th place, we have 150.75 inches. Go to David Colette. In 6th place, losing the tiebreaker, is J. Claire with 154.50 inches. In 5th place, we have Toby Foster with 154.50 inches, but it has the bigger fish. And in 4th place, we have Douglas Spatch with 154.75 inches, losing the tiebreaker to Rodney Williams in 3rd place with 154.75 inches. In 2nd place, Bill Burrows with 156.50 inches. And in 1st place, the legend of the Susquehanna himself, Todd Spatch. Well done, everybody. Again, message me as soon as you get this, and I will get you guys all of your stuff. So, guys, this was the most competitive smallmouth side we've had in a long time. It was pretty wild, the amount of fish caught. And I really want... I'll talk to you about it. Why not? Let's just do it right now because my brain's like all ADHD and shit. Do we want to do more plaques or more payouts? Because I feel like top 10 we should get more plaques in. Let's figure it out here. Let's figure it out. We'll figure out a way. I just feel like for like top 10 should probably get something, right? Or not. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Let me get over the big thing here. So now let's go into the Smallmouth Big Fish Awards. So this I expanded this year. So in tournaments past, it was 2 fish from each body of water. So if you guys don't know, if you're unaware watching this, we're giving away $50 in a plaque to the 3 biggest smallmouth caught out of Pennsylvania waters, the 3 biggest smallmouth caught out of Maryland waters, and the 3 biggest smallmouth caught out of Virginia waters. Again, the same thing, Hunter Smith rule, it's caught by different anglers. So if you catch a 20-inch smallmouth out of Pennsylvania waters, great, it goes to the next biggest smallmouth. You can double dip into different waters, that's perfectly fine, no issues there with that. You just can't catch, 2 30-inch smallmouth and, in Pennsylvania or whatever. So that way it keeps it more competitive and it keeps bouncing it through. We had a ton of beautiful smallmouth brought in. And so let's start out with Pennsylvania waters. And let me get my trusted thing here. All right, here we go. The third biggest smallmouth caught out of Pennsylvania waters is 19.75 inches. Jared Clare. 19.75 inches. Dude, absolutely fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful fish. All right. Here we go. The third biggest smallmouth caught out of Pennsylvania waters, 19.75 inches, goes to Jared Clare. Congratulations, sir. Again, boom. This guy always gets a plaque in cash every tournament, dude. Congratulations. All right. The second biggest smallmouth caught out of Pennsylvania waters goes to Todd Spatch. Whoops. 20 inches on the dot. The biggest smallmouth caught out of Pennsylvania waters. Again, this one right here is based, when it's the Big Fish Award, it's like time. So the biggest one here goes to Bill Burrows. 20 inches on the dot. Bill Burrows, dude, thank you so much. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Dude, you killed it. Absolutely freaking killed it. All right, now we're gonna go to Maryland waters. And then if you guys are, I know what you're saying, and yeah, I know. I probably messed up some names, and I deeply apologize for that. I'm mentally handicapped apparently. So like Bill Durborough. I don't know why I said Barrel Burrows. Apparently I was dropped on my head as a kid. But anyway, so again, if I messed up your name, it's not on purpose. I have an issue. Anyway, so let's get into the Maryland waters, shall we? All right, so the third biggest smallmouth, and guys, the amount of shakeup in the Smallmouth Division was wild. There were some big fish caught in the largemouth side that kind of it was locked in. That was not the case. The smallmouth side was constantly changing. So here we go. The third biggest one in the Maryland waters goes to Dave Thompson. 20.50 inches. My God. 20.50 inches. A beautiful, beautiful fish. And then, here we go. The second biggest smallmouth caught out of Pennsylvania waters, or out of Maryland waters, and probably, I think this is a first. This is actually a first. Bill Durborough. 20.75 inches. Bill Durborough has Big Fish Awards in multiple divisions now, dude. Congratulations. I think you're the first person to do it. I think that could be an award that we could probably figure out. If you can catch a big fish in Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Virginia waters, that would actually be pretty cool. Now, the biggest smallmouth caught out of Maryland waters goes to Matthew Farver. 20.75 inches. 20.75 inches. Well done, sir. All right. You guys ready for this? So, this is pretty crazy. So, the Virginia Division. Virginia has had a rough time in this tournament when it comes to smallmouth. It really has. It has been the third place for most of it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Virginia smallmouth waters. This was crazy. So, the third biggest smallmouth caught out of Maryland waters. Are you ready for this? 21 inches. Kelly Reeves. Well done. I mean, I just want to keep this in mind. We've been fishing since March. Virginia's third biggest fish is bigger than most of these places' biggest fish. Absolutely a monster. 21 inches. The second biggest smallmouth caught out of Maryland water, the second biggest smallmouth caught out of Virginia waters. I'm so tired. The second biggest smallmouth caught out of Virginia waters. You guys ready for this? 21.25 inches. Toby Foster. Well done. Guy, absolutely crazy. The biggest smallmouth caught out of Virginia waters. Are you guys ready? Drum roll, please. 21.50 inches. Rodney Williams. Guys, the Shenandoah, the New River, and the James River produced this year. Absolutely crazy. All of those rivers had a big fish come out of it this year. A Big Fish Award come out of it. Again, it's those rivers, the Julietta, the Susquehanna, the Upper Potomac. Those are the big smallmouth rivers we have, and a little bit of the Rappahannock and some lakes. But of those rivers right now, Virginia kind of wins with all the Big Fish Awards. Absolutely insane fish that were caught out of Virginia rivers. It does my heart good here when we run these tournaments for this long and you get to see which places are hot, and the fact that these rivers popped out so much. It's cool to see. It's cool to see. So yeah, please go check out the Shenandoah, the Upper James, and the New River. They actually got smallmouth in them too, not just the Susquehanna. So that's just wild to me. So huge shout out to everyone, and the Upper Potomac. Upper Potomac had had two fish that were 20.75 inches. That's just some big fish too. So yeah, absolutely huge shout out to everybody. Awesome stuff. All right, so, and then for these plaques, I'm thinking what we'll just do, because it won't be a financial change, because it's just like what I said, it'll be Big Fish Awards, and then what, just the biggest fish? Let's do the biggest fish. You guys know it's the biggest fish, so they'll all say the same thing. Virginia, Big Fish, smallmouth, Maryland, smallmouth, all that stuff. You'll just personally know that it was the biggest. So it's cool. We'll make adjustments. Always will. Sometimes I just talk too much. All right. Side pot challenges. In the fall, we went insane with it. I think we had like 79 different side pot challenges. We'll be talking about the end of this. We're probably going to be increasing that some. So let's check out the side pot winners. So first one up is the crappie. Aiden Ford. 16 inches on the dot for the crappie. Beautiful fish. Now, if you don't know, Aiden's about 9 feet tall. He's got the hands like a LeBron James. That is a big-ass crappie, man. That is a massive freaking crappie that he caught there. Over 16 inches. It's just, dude, massive thing. All right, here we go. The next biggest crappie goes to Aaron Ball. Aaron keeping it up. Always cashing a plaque and a check every event. With the weirdest ass board ever with the Sharpie lines and stuff. 15.75 inches. All right, let's get into the walleye. For the walleye, we have Derek Smith, 23.50 inches. Well done, 23.50 inches, Derek Smith. So you win $50 and a plaque. Congratulations, my man. All right, now into the walleye, and this one we're gonna hit this. We have Cliff Bennett, 22.75 inches. If you guys don't know, Cliff Bennett, cancer survivor. He had some complications. He had to go in for a couple of emergency surgeries for his cancer treatment. He's doing better, but halfway through the tournament, he had to drop out. And so for me and a lot of people, we're really glad that Cliff was able to win something in this tournament. It just really sucks. I'm just glad that he still has his life and he's recovering. Dude, I hope you're back in time for our next event here, dude. But yeah, we are all wishing you well, Cliff. We really are. Cancer is a bitch. Let's just say it right now, everybody. Fuck cancer. All right, let's go into our next thing. We got the dragons, guys, the snakehead thing. All right, we have Mark Corley, 27 inches for the snakehead side pot. $50 and a plaque, man. Well done. Well done. That's a beautiful, beautiful snakehead. Now, no one beat him. Like, this is the biggest fish recorded. So the biggest snakehead was about 28 inches plus. It's bigger than the board. I know the size of the board he's using from other pictures. Yeah, I mean, it was the biggest. Kemp Davis, 28-ish inches. Kemp Davis with a massive snakehead. Congratulations, dude. I mean, it's bigger than the board. You know, again, and the reason I kept bringing this up, just because there are snakehead boards that are massive that are 36 inches. So if somebody caught one that was 28 and a half or something like that, that person would have taken over the lead because they would have a board that showed it out. But since there was no tiebreaker or anything close like that, Kemp Davis gets it there. Well done. And then the last thing is we had striper, which I'm an idiot because I guess striper are not a springtime fish. So it was really hard to get some striper. I think we had one striper, but it was a big one. Give it up for this man, Shane Hugh. 25.50 inches, $50 and a plaque. Congratulations, $50 and a plaque for a 25.50 inch striper. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Guys, awesome stuff, awesome stuff. The next tournament, the Sizzling Summer Showdown, will start Saturday, June 13th. Saturday, June 13th. I'm going to put up a poll Thursday morning. Yeah, I'll put up a poll Thursday morning. Do you guys want to have one long tournament this summer or two? Two shorter ones. Let me know about that. That would be a poll that we're going to put up. The second thing is we're going to talk about is trophies and the payouts. And what was the other thing? I had a stroke. Oh, side pots. That was the other thing. So the side pots. Do you guys want more side pots? If you want to do more side pots, great. Then we can kind of figure out how to do that. Because I'm thinking what we'll do for the side pot fish is not... Do you guys want plaques for your side pot fishes? I guess what I'm asking. Because... what we can do is we could pick. We could either do cash for the side pots or plaques, because then we could have more money to put to the other. So example is we could have more side pots and then we just, instead of doing plaques, we just do cash payouts, or do more side pots, but instead of cash, we just do plaques for them. You see what I'm saying? That way we can give out more. But if we do 48 side pot species with cash and plaques, like that's a fuck ton of money to order the plaques and everything. So I'm just trying to like allocate resources best. So I will try to make my brain work and phrase the question right for the poll tomorrow. But it'll basically be if we want more side pot fish, if you had to pick, would you rather get a plaque for your side pot fish or just some cash for your side pot fish? That's basically it with that. And we'll have some couple more changes because I want to increase how many big fish we have for the smallmouth and the largemouth division because I think it makes it fun and competitive all the way through. Yeah. But yeah, guys, that was a fantastic tournament. Again, Sizzling Summer Showdown will start June 13th, Saturday, June 13th. That's going to be a lot of fun. Then I want to also take a huge shout out to all of you guys. You helped me get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Fishing the DMV has surpassed the Serious Angler podcast in its subscriber count, which is insane to me. That's absolutely insane that we've gotten bigger than the Serious Angler podcast. And we're getting closer to beating out Bass Talk Live. Bass Talk Live is at 21,000, 22,000. So we're halfway to being competitive with them. Again, we constantly keep growing. So please, subscribe, like, share, let everybody know about the channel. I really, it's insane how big we're getting. We have so much more fun stuff to come. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to me. Social media, you can email me, fishingthedmv@gmail.com as well. If you guys won, please reach out to me somehow. PayPal information and your address. I know you're like, but you probably have it before. It's like, yeah, but it help me help you. Okay. And we'll get that banged out. Within 7 days of this, everyone will be paid. And then all the trophies will be sent directly from the company to your house, cutting me out, which probably would have been the more intelligent thing for me to do from the beginning. Oh, fucking well, we learn, and I'm not that smart of a man. What else? Oh, yeah. Again, if you guys know of anyone else that wants to sponsor the show, the more sponsors we get, we can help with prizes and how much people have to pay for this stuff. So if you guys know anybody else that wants to sponsor the show, a Dick's Sporting Goods, a Green Top, I don't know what other, Bobcat, any of these like little tackle shops that want to help sponsor the show, it also will help the tournaments. And yeah, thank you guys so much. If there's any questions on things that you want me to cover, the Chesapeake Bay people are really liking me doing the Chesapeake Bay on a monthly basis. That's going to continue. And I'm going to try to get more into North Carolina and the crappie fishing and some of these side species as well. The more I make this my day job, the more episodes I can pump out. And then I owe you guys a fishing report. I apologize. It's my fault. I will do better, and I'm going to try to get a fishing report out. What I'm going to do with the fishing report is I'm going to create a transcript of all of my fishing reports I do for the month, and then we can talk about it. And then I'll also reach out to some friends to get a high-level fishing report, and we'll just talk through that, and we'll talk through different clippings I get from Woods and Water and other magazines as well. And so basically, I'll take all the written material, and I'm going to read it off to you guys a short excerpt as a YouTube video for Patreon members only. So it'll be some of my information that I have, information I get from other sources, which I'll cite, but I'll read it off to you. That way you have it in video form and not just the written word. It's YouTube people do that. They call it reaction videos, but this will be more of like me reading a report to you and then giving you my 2 cents on it. So that's kind of my feeling how I'm going to do the fishing reports, because you guys are all hyper intelligent. And so when it comes to baits and stuff, like, yeah, but you know, if we're doing a smallmouth report on the Shenandoah River, we know the baits. I mean, for the most part, it'll be topwater, it'll be soft flukes, it'll be that stuff. You know what I mean? So we'll talk about baits, my 2 cents on baits, but we'll talk about the weather conditions, patterns, and things like that. So that's the plan. I'm going to try to set some time away to kind of do that. If any of you guys want to give a fishing report on your area, if you live near like Chesden or Briery or Smith Mountain Lake, Leesville, anywhere like that, then you want to be like, this is the water temperature, water clarity, you know, that kind of stuff, like very, very high level stuff on how the place is fishing right now. And little things like, yeah, the bite's not good in the morning, the bite's better in the evening. That kind of crap, like that stuff where it helps people dial into the pattern, but you're not giving stuff away, because I know people are very sensitive about that. So yeah. And I think something else. Oh, I want to do a talking show again. Well, no shit, this is what I do, a talking show. But I want to do a live stream call-in show again for members. I got to figure out that. I want to do more for you guys. So there's that. And the last thing, because I know I'm rambling like an idiot. We are going to be doing a meet and greet. The third poll I'm doing is when you want to do the meet and greet. Do you want to do it in June, July, or August? That's the first poll. Then after we get that poll done, it's going to be where? Is it going to be Winchester, Lake Anna, or down near Fishing Pro Tech? So it'll be Winchester, Fishing Pro Tech area, or Lake Anna will be kind of the 3 areas we do a meetup. We might end up doing 2, actually. I think that might be the smarter plan. We'll do a river one, a smallmouth kind of meetup, and then we'll do everybody else that wants to meet up somewhere. So again, that poll will be June, July, or August. This will be a Patreon meetup. This is how this is going to work. If you're a Patreon member, I'm just spitballing here. It's just you and me, you and me in the audience. This is kind of my thought for it. I know some other YouTubers that do this. What they'll do is they'll buy the bar out. They'll buy out a bar, and they'll do the first drink is on them. Okay? I'm going to see if I can budget that to where I can get all my Patreon members a bar, and I can buy the first drink on me, and hopefully we'll be able to buy out the whole bar, get everybody there, get some big people just to hang out and just do a kind of hangout. I think it would be a lot of fun with door prizes. That has always been my dream for these things, is to turn it into like just a hang. I just got to see if I can budget that right now and how much that would be. And if that's not on the table, then we'll just rent out the bar and we can come hang out. And hopefully I can kind of pay McCluskey, Streichel, Hunter, Tyler Highpole, Billy Coles, Jake Harshman, just people like that, just to chill, talk shit, and just have a good time. So that's kind of my plan there with that. And then we'll do door prizes and stuff. So, yep, that's the plan. But you have to be a Patreon member to go to it, will be the thing. So anyway, lots of polls coming, basically, is what I'm saying. So thank you guys so much. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host, Thomas Aarons. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's Bait and Tackle, located in Winchester, Virginia. Tactical Fishing Company. LMD Enterprises, keeping your boat, truck, and equipment running at its absolute best. And Fishing Pro Tech, located just outside Williamsburg, Virginia.
That doesn't get you jacked up, I don't know what will.